We're going to go to week 0. We're going to start looking at a couple games here we'll talk about this week. Next week, we'll start looking at some other ones. But Vandy, Hawaii is the kickoff game SEC-wise for a second straight year. Of course, Vandy went there, won 63-10 last season. This season, this one's in Nashville. So Hawaii comes over here. Interesting kind of setup here. If you look at the odds right now, I think it's 17.5 to 18 somewhere. Vandy the favorite, but if you look at the total on this one, I know this is one that's very interesting for you, Brian. Looking at the total for this one and thinking there's probably going to be some points put up in this game.
Yes, just like last year. So I made this play a couple weeks ago, and it was at 54 pretty much across the board. I only see 154 left right now, and that's at WinBet. DraftKings is still at 54.5, and a couple of offshores are still 54.5, but there is movement and it's headed up. Westgate Superbook at 55.5, and Circa is at 56. But when I was talking about it a couple weeks ago, I said that I would like it all the way up to 56. So betting over unders, obviously multiples of 7 or a key number. So 56 is a key number. As long as you can get it at 56 or fewer, I think you'll be in good shape. So I think Clark Lee has found his quarterback of the present and future for a true freshman, playing against SEC defenses and not having, and basically having inferior talent game in and game out. I thought AJ Swan was very impressive. 10-2 TDI and T ratio. I think they've got a legit star in Will Shepherd, who is, preseason like second team or even third team All SEC in most, publications. And Jaden McGowan had a breakout, freshman year, 44 catches, 453 yards, and 3 touchdowns. So I think they're going to miss Ray Davis. I know they've got high hopes for the true freshman who was in for the spring, Cedric Alexander. We'll see on him. But the most of the basis of this play is just that both teams have bad defenses.
Yeah.
And you look last year. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think Vandy might have had 2 defensive touchdowns in that game, but still, it was 63-10. It got to 73. Vandy gave up an average of 36 points per game last year. 10 of their 12 games had 55 combined points or more. They had combined scores of 73, 73, 70, 66, 80, 65. So a lot of points get scored on Vandy, and the same with Hawaii. Hawaii had combined scores 73, 66, 66, 71, 68, 75, and they also had a 56 as well. So 6 Hawaii games had 66 combined or more. They gave up an average of 34.7 points per game, but they had some decent defensive efforts against like the lower tier of the Mountain West. When Hawaii faced any offense with a pulse, they were giving up a ton of points. So I just think we're dealing with 2 bad defenses, and yeah, I think we'll get to at least 56. So if you can preferably get in at 54.5 or 55. But that's my favorite play in week 0.
Like you said, I think it's, we did kind of our overview, our preview on Vandy Hawaii. I guess it was last week now, and it was looking at Hawaii really going to rely on a lot of transfers on that defense and needing those guys to step in right away. And obviously Vanderbilt, I think, we know Clark Lee is defensive-minded guy. I think they'll be better there, but it's still something where, as you said, it's a team that's allowed at least 35 points per game the past 2 seasons. And so that is something they will have to fix quickly if they are going to make their ascents in the SEC East. So